Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Create and Relate. It's your baby boomer, Kitty Lane from the Peninsula in Virginia. And I look rough this evening. I have had a rough past couple of days. Trust and believe. I know that I'm talking to myself right now, and that's cool. I just wanted to experience what it was like to be live or to go live. Let me do something to look a little better. But somebody jumps on here and sees me looking like this, or goes back later and looks at it and says, "Ooh, Kitty looks rough." I didn't announce that I was going live because I wasn't sure. I'm an off the cuff type of person, so I generally do things like I am off the cuff, and I kind of have to be that way because I never know what the next minute brings. You're gonna see me bending over and maneuvering a lot because I am still working on my shawls and the bags. So I have to get it going. I would like to say hello to my crochet family, Drea. Hey, Niecy. I'd also like to send a shout out to the adopted brothers, the Urban Farm Boys, and Juan and Mikey, the sisters Kiara and Lisa and Kay and Jennifer, and it's so many of you all. And Auntie Seta, yeah, I've adopted you too. You're in the family, my family at least. Um, Crystal and Thriz, and I don't like doing it like this because I didn't write anything down, and I have a strange memory. If you ask me what happened last year, this time I could probably reel it out to you second by second. And it's not necessarily short term memory because I can tell you the conversation that I had with my daughter a little while ago. But when it comes to being on the spot and remembering certain things, I sorry. But back to the fact that it's been a difficult couple of days. Uh, y'all are aware of my health issues. And I couldn't quite get it together. I'm stuck. Not when I'm doing this. This is my sit down moment. And the fact of the matter is, I can't really walk today. It took me until 5:30 this evening to get my top of the day cup of coffee because I couldn't do it by myself. My grandkids were a huge, huge help. See if that makes it better. Yeah, that's a little better. I can't get up and close my curtain. I'm gonna try this a different way. I think you all also know that I'm not a fan of the foundation row. Just not, because it doesn't work for me. But I'm gonna try it anyway. Oh no, see what I mean? That's not what I want to do. I'm trying to make a. There we are. Okay. I confuse it myself. Hmm. I guess the practice that I put in yesterday kind of paid off because this doesn't look bad. This doesn't look bad at all. Yo, usually about a third or fourth stitch, I'm like, not doing this. Nope, not today. Wow, it's working out. Well, the light is like right in it. So, see, it's working for me. Along with having a really crappy, kind of emotional couple of days. Um, about my weight issue, I don't know if we're going to have to put it off for a while or what. I'll find out Friday when I go to the doctor. In the meantime, I'm going to keep it up. With that being said, I can tell you that I'm stuck right at 334, 334.8 to be exact. Um, but here's the thing, I know that I've lost weight in my hips and my butt. Um, not only is it getting jiggly, um, I'm fearing that it's muscle mass that I'm losing because when I sit down, I feel like my bones are trying to cut through my skin. It's not comfortable, and I find myself shifting a lot in this chair, and it kind of hurts. If you all have not checked out uh, Pretty Peaceful, you all need to check her out. Also, starting on the 18th of this month, Mikey has another crochet along going on, and he's doing rounds 1 through 16 until I believe next week. I believe they're being posted every week. I'm not sure, but you can go to the Crochet Crowd and check it out. But I love his crochet alongs. I have only participated in 3. I thought it was only 2, but it was actually 3 that I did. First, I thought it was 1. And I had to go back and think about it. I'm like, no, I did that one, and I did that one, and I did that one. Yeah. So I have participated in 3 of them. One of them, I reluctantly posted it. This is when they were on Facebook, but I reluctantly posted it on that page, and that was the first one that I did. When it wasn't that I picked horrible colors; it's that I chose to put them together in the wrong way. I did, and we ended up calling mine the ugly orange blanket. It wasn't cute, y'all. 10, 12, 14, 15. Just still have a ways to go. Mm-mm. Oh, I got stuck. There it is. Guess I'll stay up here as long as it takes me to do this foundation row. And I'll go about this a different way. I'll announce it the next time. 369, 12, 15, 18. That's 20. So, okay. We stopped at 20. Yeah, we did. Thought so. I did it wrong. Now 20. And now. I guess you can tell the grandkids are not here. I miss the little boogers when they're not here. Dude. I don't like the fact that they fight so much. I don't. That bothers me. Um, but I do love having them around. I do. They are extremely helpful, extremely loving. I mean, when they come in the house, they run straight to grandma's room and just start loving all over grandma. And it makes me so happy. And then they can pull out their toys and then start fighting. That does not make grandma happy. I think because I look at things in a futuristic sense. That's not bad. I think I did pretty good there. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 21, 24, 26. You're wondering how many I'm trying to do. I don't really know yet. I think it's a good thing about doing it this way. You kind of judge it as you go. I know the other ones were either 45 chains or 50 chains, depending on the style of the bag. And I should say 46 chains or 51. I do everything from plus one. Whether it's a single crochet, half double crochet, or treble crochet, I do the plus one. When we get into the double crochet and the treble crochet, I use the alternative chain or the what they call the stackable singles. I call them builder doubles or builder trebles. That's a lot easier for me to remember because essentially that's what you're doing. You are stacking single crochets to build a double or build a treble. I don't use it for the half double crochet. I just go into that stitch. And it's the same thing when I'm working rows around. I use the same process. It's just, to me, it's much cleaner. You have an actual stitch at that end and not a gappy chain or a too tight, because if you just use a single and then go into the double crochet, you got this long V on the side, which looks tacky to me. So I build everything. I create that stitch. And it just makes it better. It looks better. It feels better. The presentation is better. I don't know why I waited until I got old, and I'm not old, to worry about presentation so much. And I'm not talking about my crochet now. I'm talking about food. When I'm able to get up and fix the kids their lunch and their dinner or whatever, I guess I watch too much Gordon Ramsay. When I give them their plates, it's all about presentation. Everything has to look really, really, really pretty and color coordinated and proportioned just right. And even when I put the little glazed topping on, it has to be the perfect swirls. When I make their bologna sandwiches, y'all, this is what's really sad. The mustard has to go on the bread back and forth on one side. And, well, I did that wrong. For you all, back and forth on one side and top to bottom on the other. It's just a me thing. I think I told you that I am actually working on the bag to one of the shawls, the one that I call Auntie Alpha. The reason it has the name Auntie Alpha is because my aunt, my mother's sister, is an Alpha Kappa Alpha. She's Alpha, aka the completed shawl. It's already folded and tucked, so I'm not gonna open it out just yet. I am gonna pick a day to reveal all of them before the family reunion. I am going to take pictures and videos at the family reunion and continue to work on learning how to edit, and that way I can show those to you all. It's the camera. I promise you it's the camera. So how many did I do? Because this feels right. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 36. I'm not crazy about that number. I said 36. I'm not crazy about the number. I'll tell you why I'm not crazy about the number 36. I was 36 in the year 2000. I had my first heart attack when I was 36. Um, I was 9 when my mother was 36. My mother had her first heart attack at 36. My grandmother had her first heart attack at 36. I'm not too keen on the number 36. There is something I want to share with you all. When I have this little laughter thing, when I chuckle, sometimes it's because it's funny. A lot of times it's a nervous laugh. It's a coping mechanism for me. So forgive me. Oh boy. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29 y 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35 y 36. And there I have my first 2 rows, which is actually the top of my bag. It's going to be the top on both sides, making one long panel, folding it over, stitching it down both sides, and that's how my bag is going to be. I did. Oh, it was one day, I think it was the last, I say real video I posted, because I probably made a dozen, but after going back, I've learned to go back and look at them before postable, I guess. One thing I looked like I was half dead, and that's not the look I wanted to portray. Uh, I do apologize for the duplication of the one video with me and my granddaughter. I really did not mean to duplicate that video, and especially not that video, because my grandson had turned it into kind of like a competition between him and his sister. Like I said, they fight over everything. So he wanted to know if she was going to get as many views as he got. And I told him, I said, don't, because like I'm finding people's videos from years ago that I find, extremely interesting, and I'll stop and look at it. So you can't really ever stop counting. And she may pass you at any moment, because she is beautiful. She is, she is, she is. Yes. But he's handsome too. So don't want my band wider than this. I think I'll do one more. Might as well stay consistent. I don't really like the chain and turn. I don't. I just turn. Cleaner edges, but this will be sewn together, so it won't. I think if it was going to stand alone, I probably would have frogged it back to the first row, the foundation row, and redone it, because I really don't like the chain and turn. Does not make for a smooth edge. But if you're going to put a border on it, or if you're going to attach it to something else, it's not so bad. The only thing with that is starting with the chain turn, I have to continue that throughout so that it doesn't look funny when I finish. We said 36. So trying to figure out my squares. How am I going to do them? I think I'm going to pull. Hmm. Oh, I'm not going to do that. I take two from each side. It's going to be 32. And okay, that way I'll have 15. I can really go back to here. Here's someone talking in the background. It's my daughter on the phone. Okay, now which one do I want to go with? If you're wondering if I'm letting these pieces just fall, yes, I am. I have a grandson who absolutely loves sitting down here and picking up these pieces. And he thinks that I cheated him out of something if I get him up. It worries me to see him sitting down and like, hey, it's something that he enjoys. Let's see how much it is. 32. Take away. Okay. So there's the 30. 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 16, excuse me, 14, 13, 12, 11, 6, 2, 1, 0. Perfect! Yay! It worked in my favor. Yes, it did. I like how this is working up. And it's cooking. Which means the bag will definitely be done tonight. Definitely. If you think about it, I got like a third of the side of the bag done now. So it should be no problem doing the rest of it. Oops. I am expecting of yarn. Since I got started on it, the covering that I'm making for the chair, I've not been able to get back to it because I've been so, I see dress. I see a nice summer dress. And that's what I picked up and started trying to work with. That's when I got the practice right with the chain. And even though I used the back bump so to have a smooth edge, it just did not look great. It didn't look great. And I couldn't make myself make it look great. So I practiced the foundation. The foundation half double crochet. I think I should have gone, nope. So I'd say I think I should have gone a hook size up on this right now. I'm using the J, the 6.0. I know you can't see it from way over there, but that's what I'm using. Speaking of hooks, I jumped on Tina's channel the other night. And Miss Tina, I haven't forgotten you either. You have been adopted. So just wanted to show y'all a little snippet. These all but one. This is my hole poker for when I make flip flops. But these are all hooks. The aerodynamic, whatever they are, hooks. Of one Tunisian in here. I own two Tunisian hooks. But I only have one in here. I think I own one wooden hook. But I have all of these metal hooks. And all of, sorry, the noise meter said that was really loud. And I do apologize. Well, what you actually saw was probably about a fourth of my hook collection. I've got bags with hooks in them, boxes with hooks in them, projects with hooks. I have crochet hooks everywhere because none of the little bitty thin ones are in there. No, I call them wire hooks. The ones that you use for the thread, like when you're making doilies. I've got like 3 collections of those alone. I was gifted a set of hooks one time that went from the smallest to, I think it went up to an, I don't know if it went up to a K or to an M. Over here, L's are really hard to find, but I know that I have one. I think I only have one. But I've got a couple of M's. I've got a P around here somewhere because when I actually got it, I was like, oh my goodness, what is this? And thank you. Thank y'all. I'm gonna have to cut this short. It's fat girl time. I have potato salad, I have mixed vegetables, I've got rice and beans. Yes, I'm a country girl. And I've got chicken wings. And it is time.